Hello. All right. So this is gonna be a quick out-of-box unbox of the kit that I got as a gift for my birthday recently. So this is the Tamiya A-10A Thunderbolt 2. It is actually an older molding from 1991, I believe. But this is a brand new kit. It was sealed in plastic. I took off the plastic. I actually also opened up the sprues just to quicken up this out of box. Alright, so just give you a quick little rundown what's around. So here on the outside of the box, on one side, you got the two color schemes, or two decal schemes. It's the same paint schemes for both of them. It's just the decal placements are slightly different. For the two planes, presuming a description of the A-10 in Japanese, picture of the actual aircraft, and then in the end, it's just your typical the Tamiya model, the same illustration artwork from the box cover. Then on the other side, you got again, this is an illustration of the paints and what comes with the kit as far as ordnance. Here you have all the free-fall bombs, the guided bombs, the Maverick missiles, and so forth. Again, another description here in Japanese. And here you got, also comes with a pilot figure. And here are the bombs and missiles and other ordnance. Alright, so let's open her up. As far as I can tell, this is pretty typical of Tamiya, the way this is boxed. You can get that box there to stay. Alright, so everything, So everything comes in the plastic bags. Actually, the bags come stapled at the end. There's two staples at the end. I removed them just to make this opening quicker, easier. The clear sprue actually came just like that, the way that you see it, inside this bag with the main body of the aircraft. No other protection to it, so it just came out like that. Surprisingly, there is not much in the way of any scratching, which is lucky. So this definitely must be a new box that has not been floating around for the past 20, 30 years, 25 years, so that's good. So just to show you the clear parts here, they're nice, very clear. Let me show you again something here so you can see how clear they are. There's just a little bit of distortion, but they're clear. They're very clear otherwise. There appears to be a mold seam going down the middle here of the main part. There is no mold seam here. I'll have to check any reference, see if that mold seam is actually a mold seam, or if that's part of the design of the aircraft. Alright, put that to the side. Here you have your main fuselage. Now a quick look at it. Now this is a combination of raised and engraved details here. So you can see the details there. This is for the boarding ladder. You see some of the engraved panel lines. And then this here, this is raised panel lines. And which is fitting of the age of the kit. Here you got the weapons bay. And on the other side, just a little bit of detail there for the wheel bay. But not much else. And you got the horizontal, the vertical stabilizers here. Alright, put this off to the side. So that's one. Here in this other bag, you got the wings, top and bottom, left and right. Again, the bags are staples. I removed the staples to speed up this out of box. So here you have the two bottom halves of the wings. So you got some little bit of detail there. I mean, not much, but you got them. And here you got the top of the wings. Now, I don't know how well you can see here on camera, but you do have this kind of line here, like you see the differences in plastic. I believe that's all from the injection molding. When this gets poured in, you have the parts coming in through the sprue gates here and here, coming at a different rates or a slightly different temperature, and that causes that line that you see there. Once this is primed and painted, I mean, you're not going to see that. That's just in the plastic. It's not raised or anything like that, so that should be fine. Then on the inside, you have the Tamiya Logo molded, A-10, copyright 1991. And next up, here in this other bag, you have some more bits and bobs. Here you have the horizontal stabilizers, top and bottom. You have landing gear. Nacelles, I guess you could call them. You got the wheels. You got your ejection seats. You have the rest of the landing gear here. So here's a bit of the details. I mean, for an older kit from 1991, I mean, it's really not that bad. The other side, really nothing much there. Alright. Then the other sprue in this bag, here you have the engine nacelles, top and bottom. You have your GPU and whichever this is, I'm not sure what that is. And you also have your pilot figure. You have your Gatling gun here for the front of it. And you got your pylons. So you see that a little better there. There's your pilot. Here you can see the raised panel lines on the nacelle here. And there's your Gatling gun. I know you can find aftermarket parts for the Gatling gun, so you can have a better, nicer representation of that. Right. Let's see what else here. Okay, this is the last bag. There's two sprues, two identical sprues. Inside this bag is actually where they had the decals bagged. The decals were not in a separate bag. They actually came just like this, no cover, nothing. They were just here at the bottom of this bag. I took them out because I really don't want them to get all scratched up. You know, for Tamiya, for such a good manufacturer, for generally a good manufacturer, you know, their backing is not the greatest compared to some of the other manufacturers, such as Hobby Boss, that I think I've shown you in the previous builds videos. They do a very excellent job of packaging their stuff. Alright, so here you have some more. You got more of the pylons here. You can see some of that raised rivet detail there. You got the rear of some of the missiles. I believe those are the, I guess, the AIM-54s, I guess, the Mavericks. I'm not sure. You got the halves, the front wheel well. Here you got one of the engines, and the front engine nacelles there. You got your free fall bombs, the two halves. Alright, turn this around, show you just not much else here on the side, not much details there on the inside, just the details here for the other half, for the other side of the there. And this is another identical sprue, so they're both the same. Alright, so that's it for sprues. And I'll show you the decals. Decals look good, you could register. They're kind of a matte, semi-matte, looks like to me, semi-gloss or satiny kind of finish to them. So we'll see how well they lay down. You got lots of nice little small details, all the no steps, the rescue, and all the other information. I did take a closer look at this through a magnifier, and they're actually readable. I mean, once they're on the model at normal distances, I don't know how well you're going to be reading these, but they are readable if you want to get up close to these. Okay, copyright 91. Oops. Alright, and the last thing that's in the box is the instructions. So I can tell, again, this is pretty typical Tamiya. It's one of those accordion folds, open up. First panel, you got a picture of the finished, black and white picture of the finished model, a little bit of information in multiple languages, and then you got some information here, do's, don'ts, all the paint color callouts that you need for this particular kit are listed there, obviously in Tamiya colors. And then you go on with the build, which is seems pretty straightforward. So it's 13 steps altogether, and then you have the typical black and white painting guide here and decal placements. There's two markings for it, A and B. It's still the same, or looks like A, B, and C. Or D, sorry, there's actually multiple markings for it. Actually, looks like there's 5, A, B, C, D, and E. But it's still the same paint scheme, same camo paint schemes for all of them. So once you're done your painting, you can decide on your decals afterwards if you wanted to. So that's it. So just a quick out of box what comes in the kit. So this is probably gonna be my next kit build. Again, I want to thank my missus. I appreciate you for giving me this, and I hope your significant others also appreciate your modeling hobbies and support you. All right, thank you all for watching. Have a good day.